And a very warm welcome, pool fans, to Pro Billiard TV and this 2026 Pro Billiard Series event coming to you live from the heart of Rome at the elegant Cavalieri Waldorf Hotel. It's day 6, a penultimate day, and we kick off Table 1's action with a great prospect ahead. It's the quarterfinals of the Banca del Fucino WPA Women's 10-Ball World Championships. Both these players in title-winning form so far. Che-Yu Chao, otherwise known as Rita, taking on Shasha Liu. And this is races to 4, slightly longer format here, best of 5 sets. It's winner breaks, shot clock in play. And as you see from our official referee, Kyle Richards of Canada, it's hand-racking. My name is Gethin Davis, and joining me in the box for this quarterfinal, my good friend and colleague, Tim de Ruyter. Welcome, Tim.
Yeah, thanks, Geth. Looking forward to this match. Rita winning the Fujifilm Women's Masters Showdown together with Cristina Takac yesterday. So she must be finding some form in this tournament. But on the other side, Shasha Liu with a brilliant performance against Siming Chen in the last 16 of the World 10-Ball Championship. So difficult to pick a winner. I'm looking forward to this one.
Me too. And it looks like Shasha's won the lag and will get us kicked off in this opening set, breaking from her side of the table.
Well, how about this for a start? Does get a shot on the 2, maybe from the 2 to the 3 ball, a bit tricky, but she's made a ball and she has a chance early on.
Yeah, we've seen in a few matches previous, players just struggling to get to grip with the break from the opener. Not a problem for Shasha. It is a little tricky cut on the 2.
Yeah, not sure if she's able to draw away from the 4. I don't think so. Maybe she could play extreme draw and draw off the 4 ball. That could work. This, but then a bit more energy onto it, so the run out is not gonna happen.
No, but I will say, Tim, you and I had the pleasure of watching her performance against Chen yesterday. It was a sterling performance at that, and she was taking her offensive opportunities when they were there. We didn't get to see as many safety encounters. And I was just looking at that 3 ball. That's not going to be safe, Tim.
No, definitely a great chance for Cho. First mistake of the match by Liu. Might be able to run into the 5. If she feels like she cannot hold the cue ball, she could run softly into the 5. Honestly, kind of depends sometimes with the extension on there on the cue to just softly spin this ball in. Can be a bit tricky. The cue now a lot heavier. Oh. She did not run into the 5. Now the reason why I did like to go into the 5 is because I would get the angle on the 4 to the other side. Now she looks like she's gonna hit the 9, and the 5 so far doesn't go to the same corner as the 4. So she might have to use the 9 to get on the 5 ball.
Just like that, Tim. Fantastic. That's exactly what she needed to do to get the 9 out of the way.
Yeah, has opened up the rack. Also has pushed the 9 ball a bit more over the corner, so doesn't have to do as much traveling from the 8 back up table for the 9.
Yeah, that early unforced error from Shasha with the attempted safe. Being jumped on. Little straight.
Yeah, not sure. She'll have to draw straight back or maybe cheat the pocket slightly to the left and draw over to the right side of the 10. And the second one is the one she's played. It's difficult for us to call the shot when she might have a little angle, yes or no. But she's on the 10 ball first. Would be a strong run out right off the bat for Cho.
Yeah, agreed. And looking to continue the way she was playing yesterday evening in the doubles final. That shot to release the 9 to make the 5 available and leave on the 5 was that real killer shot in that run out. And we'll get to see Cho's break now in this winner breaks format. Her opponent making a ball off her first break. It could come down to such fine margins as that, Tim. Good look at the Arcos balls there lined up. Breaking from the opposite side to her opponent.
Yeah, everybody does have their preferable side. On the other side, I kind of like if I see my opponent already getting a ball in from the opposite side, I might not hesitate. I might try to copy the exact same thing. No guarantees, never, but...
Well, I think that one ball has just pushed up far enough to not consider for the side pocket. It would be very thin. I'm not sure much value in it either. Can she push it around the 9?
Well, can indeed run the cue ball softly into the 7-2. Doesn't really have to baby the ball as much. I actually think she still had more speed, more pace in the cue ball to freeze up on the 7.
Yeah, just a couple of shots not going her way. It is covering the path to pot this one ball, but a one rail escape and she might be able to freeze the cue ball. Oh, that's worked out nicely. It looked to be the shot she was playing as well. Focusing on the cue ball, knowing that the one was going to come back up the table. That's a great result. It's a tricky one here for Shasha. And I say that, Tim, just because of making contact, it looks difficult to find any cover. Oh. It was a really good hit. She called the top left as insurance and wasn't far away from that either, but the cue ball's found the top right corner. As we can see from the replay there, great contact on the 1. But the cue ball... Oh, Tim, that's a bit unfortunate, really.
Well, there was also many kisses on the 4 that could have worked. So, overall, surprising to find the exact nudge of the 4 and scratch. Now, big stroke coming up. Looks like she's going to draw all the way straight back up. Easy to run into the 7-9 or the 6, actually.
There's a pretty good spread of the balls, Tim. This could be the most crucial shot of this rack. Oh. That's a lovely result. Great draw.
Yeah, just about held it. Doesn't want to nudge into the 9 and ruin the 8 ball. Oh, she was fine.
Ideally wants to draw straight back here.
One thing you can always be sure of when this young lady's at the table, the focus is 100%. Very determined player. She's had really good results in the Pro Billiards Series as well as being World 9-Ball Champion in 2024. Some early stats for us, Eric, and player over performance already. Quite a big gap.
Yeah, and expect those numbers to rise as the match goes on, as more balls are pocketed. Wouldn't be surprised to see both players over 850 here in the end. We got a nice family watching there.
Who knows? Could be future mixed doubles champions sitting right there. Look, you never know, do you? Hello back to you as well. Buongiorno.
So switching sides here last minute.
Yeah, she left that a bit late, didn't she? She got the 4 railer, Eric. And she's got a shot at the 1 here. 3, a little bit funny.
Yeah, looks like the 3 is only available in the bottom right, also the bottom left, but likely be favoring the bottom right. Biggest issue here is the cue ball running into the 8. It's going to be tough to try the 1 in the top right. So I think she might look safe on this. Cue ball behind the 3-4 or the 8.
Boy, the 8, I think, Eric, she's going, look.
Yeah.
High ball,
Yeah.
bit of right, not enough right. Oh, that's a little bit careless, that. Didn't get any spin on it, Eric.
Yeah, had a lot of blockers there. Just didn't want to cut the 1 too much and have it run into the 2, but still, half mistake from Seoa. First long distance one for Amit here. Heart of the pocket.
Oh dear.
We're into the 7 though. And it's right behind the 3. So trouble for Amit in the first set here.
Yeah, and I think this is a very crucial time. It may sound a little bit funny saying that this early in the match, but she just needs to stay in control of her feelings, because she could get the feeling that she's having a few bad rolls at the moment, the scratch earlier on, and now this horrible little flick, which has sent the cue ball behind the 3. But she's been there before, lots of experience, 3 rails. Oh, and she's opened up the 3-4.
Yeah, tied the 4 back up with the 8, but it's in a better spot now. Pretty available combo here. Just an angle right where the 3 is will play well for the combo. Don't want to overdraw this. Really wanted to be exactly where the 3 was. Gonna have to go forward a bit now. Could actually go into them. Probably won't. Oh, she tried to, Mark.
Yeah, but she didn't have any left-hand spin on it, did she? I thought she needed a bit of spin on it if she was going to contact that. It seems she played it plain ball.
Yeah. Just a little off here. She has 3 blockers in the middle, and she'll use those with the 4.
It's the second time, Eric, that she's been... well, hasn't had the spin on the ball, and there's another mistake as well.
Seoa went all the way to the finals of the women's doubles with Savannah Easton. Can't say that fatigue would really be a factor. Those were only races to 3. Settle in a little better here. Cue ball behind the 8 now.
Yeah, I just wonder if she might play to pot this. Maybe overcut it, cue ball.
Two-way. Yeah.
No. Played your shot, Eric.
Not right behind the 8, but covered nicely by the 5-10. Just gonna have a kick and stick available. Might need a small swerve on the ball. If Seoa can run into the 7 here, that should play well. She'll need some left spin in that case. It's a little hard to rely on hitting the window between the 5-10. That's what she's looking at. But if she's able to spin it enough to contact the 7, that can play well.
I think she's considered every possibility here. Let's see what she's decided upon.
Tried to run into the 7. Opened up the window a little more, and still on offense here, but a tough one.
Yeah, played it quite pacey.
Well, a few mistakes creeping in from both players here.
Rubilen can get right back in this now. 2-1, so much better than 3-0. Oh no. Oh no. Just misjudged the pace, Eric. Knew she was going into it.
Yeah, anytime you're running into something, tough to have an exact outcome. Little unlucky. But you could argue she could have hit it a little lighter.
10 could be going close here. Oh, she's double kissed it.
And we'll see how aggressive Seoa's feeling here. Pretty available bank. Also has a stack of 2 blockers with the 7-10. She's going to lay off. Maybe even all the way behind the 8. It's the little more aggressive play, but this will be fine.
Yeah, a little bit wary of the scratch, I think, Eric, going behind the 8. Kept it simple. It's a good shot. Oh, look at this.
Amit might get behind the 7-10. She has. Good kick there. Hit it right on the nose, and it paid off. So I was going to kick at this with speed and draw. Try to separate the balls a bit. I didn't like hitting that one light, Mark.
I'm surprised she did. Looked like she was actually just trying to make it, Eric, and was confident that she would. The speed she played it at. Wants it to go. Oh, it's going to have to use the 10 here to draw back off.
Must have felt the cue ball wasn't going enough to the left off the 10. So I have to settle for a thin one here.
Overdone it.
Oh, she's over.
She's overcut it. Wow. Just
Fair
can't
bit of
going,
mistakes
Eric,
here.
can she?
Yeah, both players just a little subpar here. Showing up in game 3, and it's going to be Seoa to take it.
Once again, not exactly as played. Can cut this though to the side, no problem. This to get on the hill in the opening set. Strange rack, that one, Eric.
Yeah, a couple mistakes from both players. Expect them to click in at some point. But Seoa with a big advantage here in set number 1. She's 1 for 3 on the break so far. After not making a ball on her first 2 from the left side, moved over to the right side last rack. Got one down, so expect her to stay over on that side. Surprisingly, these two have only played... Go ahead, Mark, sorry.
Chao Che-Yu 3-0 up as well, Eric, against Xia Liu.
Yeah,
how many times they played, Eric?
They've only played once in the last 3 years. Seoa won 9-3 in the World 9-Ball Championships. Thought they would have played more times, both being near the end of tournaments a lot. So not much to go on in the pre-match history. Ball down here. A good look at the 2 to start. 5 could possibly be available on the bottom right, but I don't think so. Can't really open it up with the 3 because the 8 is blocking too much of the 4.
Nicely judged.
Really don't feel like that 5 goes, do you, Mark? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. And it's difficult to do
doesn't.
anything with it. It may go in the side, Eric. Oh, she nearly nicked it.
Yeah, she was trying to run off the inside of it there.
First jump of the match now. Coming.
A little thick, but it hasn't left anything. Banks there if Rubilen wants to be the first one playing safe on the 5. Ideal situation here for both players is getting a ball in hand and having a shot to pocket the 4 and break out the 5, or somehow having the opponent kick at the ball and leaving it into a breakout situation. So I don't think there's any need for Amit to really get offensive here. It's a good shot. See if Seoa has any of the right long rail. She does. 4 can play in off the 7, and she's called it. Doesn't want to be on the rail, wants to have the bottom of the cue ball for safe options here. Looks like it could be okay. Kind of running in a little more directly into the 10 than she'd like. Still use the 7 for coverage. Look at that, Mark. Offensive fire off the rail. Good shot. That's a tough shot off the rail there. Distance between both balls, a little off angle. But she's firing at this first set win here. Just off there. Left a real thin one for Amit. She's strong at these thin cuts. And I think she's got to go considering the scoreline here. Shot. So a chance for Amit to get out of the gate now.
Yeah, not before time. She really does need this, obviously, to stay in the set. But just to make herself just settle in a bit more, because she hasn't looked settled up to now. That's short again, Eric.
Yeah, another missable one coming from Amit. She'll want to play some left spin on it if she's doesn't want to leave too much angle on the 9. Playing into a scratch across one rail, so either right or left here. Going to favor the left.
Here we see the young brother and sister again. Who knows, maybe they're the Italian Jasmine and Albin. Albino and Jasmino. The Italian brother and sister pairing. Who knows, we may be seeing them in about 10 years' time on the circuit. Oh, nicely done. Needs a bit of luck here. Crept behind Eric.
Yeah, 3 good shots from Amit there. She's a favorite on this one.
Oh, that will make her feel a whole lot better. She's now officially a part of this quarterfinals, looking for a place in this evening's semi-finals in the Banca del Fucino WPA Women's World Temple Championships for 2026 here in wonderful Rome, romantic Rome. Let's give you some scores, guys. Cesca Centino 2-2 with Chihiro Kawahara. Chao Che-Yu already taken the opening set against Sasha Liu, I should say. Margaret Fefilova 3-0 down to Amber Chen. Amber Chen, Eric, going very, very well. You may remember she won the Austrian Euro Tour just recently, didn't she?
Yeah, and I saw her doing an interview with Luke Riches yesterday, saying that that added to her confidence. She's a consistent high finisher, but hasn't won a Pro Billiards Series or a Euro Tour event since what would have been marked around 2023 in Calgary. 2024, maybe. Yeah.
No, it was 23, Eric, you're right.
Okay.
It was in Red Deer.
Mm-hmm.
Four ball. He's going to drop. Shot on the 1.
Yeah, she can play back across into the 8. It's a little closer than it looked on the overhead. I think she has it. Good angle there from our cameraman. She does have enough here. She's on the table and she's having a couple looks. Yeah, forced into the thin left side of it. Really wasn't heavily offensive there, Mark, with how the cue ball played. I think she was actually just playing the overcut. Maybe trying to get behind the 7 or the 10 a little more. Containing safe here from Seoa. See if Amit really wants to load up on the spin here and spin the cue ball to the right of the 3. This was a good play as well, and she's hit it nicely. Could be a game winner here, Mark.
Yeah, this isn't easy. Jump taken away. Side rails taken away. She's got to go at least 2. Well, this will test even an accomplished 3-cushion player, this will. There's our referee, Perry Anderson. Looks like he's been catching a bit of sun as well. Get some vitamin D into his body. With colour like that, he's not working hard enough, Eric, in my opinion.
So 3 going to play onto the 6. It's tied it up a bit. Look at that row of sponsors there, Mark. 10 sponsors.
Yeah, she's a mobile billboard. Even having to use her collars. Looks like a NASCAR.
That's right. Amit was trying to get the angle where she could follow the cue ball between the 6-9 here, but she's a little straight now. Still going to be lots of safe options off the 3.
Keeping it simple.
Nicely played. Took away the short rail. She can get it to it off the right long rail. I think she's going to have to. Bit of right spin needed on this one, possibly. 2
Always
rails. I
hard
think
to
this is
judge,
going
aren't they?
around it. Yeah. 2 fouls now for Seoa. Open table. Think a middle. Let's try the run out here. But slowly mounting a comeback here in this first set.
Yeah, 5 leads to the 6 nice, doesn't it, Eric? Could have been a problem, but not where the 5 is. Wow.
Yeah. No real reason to play into the thicker side there either. One thing if she was trying to treat it thick, but
Quarterfinal hasn't quite caught fire just yet, and there's 2 bumps in 2 shots from Rubilen there, most unlike her. Well known for her Perfect cue ball control. And now
looks like she's
she'll be
gaining a
fine.
little speed around the table here. Yeah. Seems to be gaining a bit of confidence. A little more pep in her step.
Always good to have a bit of pep in your step, Eric. Nicely done.
Rubilen being the original female player out of the Philippines, bringing on the second generation, Cheska Centeno. And I've been running into a lot of reels of some young Filipina girls playing, and they look real strong. Rocky Constantino, another girl named Linares. About 4 or 5 of them that are just waiting to get into this Pro Billiards series.
Camille as well, who done well recently in a particular tournament. So they're coming. Shasha Liu has got a rack on the board at last. Set down, but she leads 1-0 in the second set, and at the table, breaking off then Rubilen coming back in this first set, trailing 3-2.
Four ball down. Corner's blocked. Would like to get the 1 past the 7, but the cue ball's dangerous in the top left on that play. Top right, pardon me. Good shot. Oh, just want the 7 to go in, and it has.
She's made the 7. Forgot about the 7, Rubilen. Oh,
a little unlucky there. Have to see if the 5 passes the 9 here. Doesn't look like it does. So Seoa might consider another save, or even a save where she can play the 1 into the 5. Gonna go offense. Could be an illusion on screen here.
Yeah, I thought she could have hooked her behind the 8 and opened up the 5 there. Maybe she's going to play the carom, the 5-9 carom, maybe.
Good call. Yeah, she could. That's just called it right in, Mark. That's an illusion on screen there. Sure looks like it doesn't go, but it does.
If I had a house, I would bet it doesn't go from looking at that angle. And that's why I don't own a house, Eric. Not afraid
Nice
to
on
run the
the-
cue ball.
Yeah, might not have quite a full pocket here on the 8, but got nice and close to it. Good look down the line of the shot here. And this is for the first set.
Not a flawless set by any means by both players, but I think it's going to the right player in the end. She's been the better of the two so far. And perfect on this 10 ball to take this opening set. It's been a long one, Eric. 47-minute set. Jessica Centeno had a set in 15 minutes yesterday. And she's 3-3 with Chihiro Kawahara right now. So players taking a break. Eric Horlofson and myself will do the same. We'll leave you a few stats to have a look at, guys. And we'll be back with set number 2 very soon.
Alo, các anh em có nghe được những lời bình luận này không nhỉ?
Welcome back, guys, to the very posh and plush Hotel Cavalieri here in Rome. We're playing the Banca del Fucino Women's WPA World 10 Ball Championships for 2026. We're down to the quarter-final stages. I just saw one stat there, Erik Olofsson. 4 missed shots for Seo Seoa and 2 for Rubilen. But she managed to win the first set, Seoa. And it will be Rubilen breaking off first in the second.
Yeah, both players coming in at below 800 player overall performance. So a little lower than their normal standard. Rubilen went with the cut break here, and it's jammed up some balls near the racking area. Safes are actually a little tough considering how many balls are on the table. Sorry, Mark.
I was just going to say, the only match that hasn't completed a set yet, believe it or not, is Cheska Centino's match against Chihiro Kawahara. They're still locked at 3-3. All the others have gone to the first set already. Amber Chen one up. So up, of course, Chao Che-Yu as well. Went for that, Erik.
Yeah, kind of have to. She can get an angle on the 2 here where she could possibly run into the 3. Right around where the 1 is. Gonna follow it though. A little surprised. Just cueing a little higher than she hit. Followed it through too much though.
Không biết là anh em có nghe được những lời bình luận này hay không?
Pre-strokes and then you change it on your final push through. I think it's very difficult for me to speak. Difficult to place the tip in exactly the right position, especially on the stun follow, which is a very sensitive tip placement shot, isn't it?
Ui dồi ôi, nào, con này mà hở là hơi đen anh em ạ. Cái tính toán tương đối gọi là một cú đánh gọi là luôn đấy ạ, nhưng mà rất tiếc là vẫn hở. Ôi, cái áo này của đội Philippines rất đẹp đấy các bạn nhé. Khi mà cái đội 4 người của Philippines vô địch cái World Team năm ngoái, cái đồng phục này rất đẹp nhé các bạn nhé. Tôi cực kỳ thích cái áo này. Đợi một chút thì cam chính diện họ quay trở lại, chúng ta sẽ nhìn cái áo đấy. Năm ngoái là có Rubilen Amit này, Jeffrey Roda này, Cheska Centino này, với cả Calobiado. Họ tạo ra một cái đội 4 người.
Players don't cue right at the contact point, cue lower than they hit. Very tough to do what he does consistently. We'll see him back on the Pro Billiards Series in Vietnam in September.
Men's 10 ball, of course. Mixed doubles also, the box billiard mixed doubles, and the women's 9 ball. So really mixing it up, Erik. in Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh City, 19th of September. Put it in your diaries, guys. That's going to be a big one. It was a fabulous event last year.
So out of the gates first here. Another stat from the first set. Both players were at only 50% safety efficiency.
Cú thủ của Seo Seoa ở con bi số 3 là cũng lỗi, nhưng mà cú chạy đạn của Rubilen Amit thậm chí còn lỗi hơn. Thế là Seo Seoa xong rồi cũng cướp được cái cơ hội và đi hết.
First set looked like Rubilen was going to start to make a bit of a comeback and started to look a bit more comfortable, but still looking far from comfortable as we go into this second set. Yu at the table, 2-1 down in the second set, but leads by a set to 0. Semi-finals coming up this evening, guys, 5 p.m. local time. Oh, nice safety attempt there, almost getting behind the 9. Seo Liu had a fabulous victory yesterday over her fellow Chinese lady Chen Ximing. 3-0 she beat her. One ball.
One ball's got a chance, not down. So perfect opener here for Amit. 3 to the 4 to the 5 is going to be the key to the rack.
Vâng, một chút va chạm không tốt rồi.
Quite on stroke yet.
Ôi giời ơi, vâng ạ, phải vẩy lại cái tay của mình thêm một lần nữa. Vâng, đây chúng ta đang được nhìn cận cảnh cái áo, thì cái áo này đẹp thật.
Didn't get away with it this time.
And off on the safe
Hy vọng là hôm
again.
nào được
This
anh
is
biết.
gonna be
Ui
the
ôi,
point. I mean,
ui ôi, áp phê gì đây, không biết là
he's playing behind
đấy
the
vừa
seven.
xong có phải là một tình huống giơ tay về phía của Seo Seoa là báo hiệu là mình hơi may mắn không?
So just going to jump for distance here. Ideally getting the cue ball behind the 7. Going to try to bank at it. Feel like the cue ball's kind of playing a little more dangerously on this one.
Yeah, I like going cue ball to the right of the two here. Send it back down the left, more cover, I think. Like that. Oh, she's been fortunate, Eric.
Yeah, makeable jump for Amit, but didn't have to cover it here. Got it.
Quá tốt ạ.
Stay on the 3.
Rồi, rất chủ động để điều bi số 4 vào lỗ góc.
Wanted to be straight here on the 4. Has some angle going to the left. She can punch all the way to the rail if she needs to. Likely a hold here. It's good. Amit picking up the pace a little bit again.
She's got the pep back in her step, Eric.
Yeah, I think she's just not quite comfortable and looking to get a little bit of momentum going.
Oh dear,
But she just lost it.
Suffering at the moment. Got a feel for her. Just not quite on it at the moment. Jessica Centeno is, though. She's taken the opening set against Japan's Chihiro Kawahara.
Wanted to have some angle going to the right here, but she's okay. Just fall through, take a little more angle on the 9. Well, things starting to get a little worrisome for Amit here.
Yeah, it's
So you
all
kinda
her
has-
own. It's all her own doing as well, Eric. You know, she's that 6 ball that she's missed there. I mean, she'll never miss that usually.
And struggling in the position department too, which we rarely see from her. Kind of head down in
Yeah.
the chair, knowing that she's got to really just kind of turn things around here. Down near 700 overall performance for Amit. 4 missed balls each. Not real big, but again, look at the safety efficiency mark. Only 50% for both players. That's low.
Yeah, I think that's one department. Hello, guys. Yep, you're on TV. Give us a wave. Lovely. Of course, Rome, plenty to see, plenty of sights to see. And while you're out and about, it's good that you keep hydrated. And I'll tell you what, in Rome, they've got over 2,000 water fountains for you to drink from. Many of the city's public drinking fountains, affectionately known as Nasoni, which means big noses, they run continuously with fresh, icy cold water connected to the ancient aqueducts there in Rome. So anywhere you are in Rome, keep yourself hydrated. Go and get some lovely ice cold water from them fountains.
Power this time from Seo. Dry.
Cũng chưa có thể ăn được bi nào à?
Well, Amit needs a run out here.
Rồi, sẽ thực hiện cho mình một đường cắt con bi số 2 vào lỗ góc. Và tất nhiên rồi, con này sẽ có áp phê phải để vì bi trắng sau khi vào băng thì nó cắn ra được để ra bi số 3 cùng lỗ. Hay quá. Vừa rồi một cú đánh rất tốt luôn đó. Con này sợ gì? Con này thích thì điều 4 lỗ góc xa không phải là vấn đề nhé các bạn nhé. Vâng, từ nãy giờ thì Rubilen Amit lẩm bẩm khá nhiều ở trong mồm. Không, vừa rồi khi mà góc cam chính diện quay trở lại tôi đang nhìn thấy là con này vẫn phải đánh một băng để ra. Vâng, rất quyết đoán, rất tốt đấy nhá. Hay. Cái côn băng mà phải vào lực lớn và phải đánh áp phê nữa thì nó mới có thể cuốn ra được. Thực ra con đấy nếu như mà không cần áp phê thì bản thân nó đã là một cái con bi không dễ rồi. Bởi vì bi cái bị côn băng và phải đẩy vào lực lớn. Rồi. Bà chị lại lắc đầu rồi, các bạn có thể thấy vừa xong là một cái lắc đầu. Như vậy là con này sai má rồi, con này... Vâng, như vậy nó vào cái tình huống là phải chô một băng ra. Rồi, ok. Có những cái giơ tay nhẹ nhẹ các bạn ạ. Đùa anh em, anh Hoàng Sao anh đang đánh ở bên Mỹ. Giải này bên Italy mà lại còn là giải nữ nữa, anh em lại hỏi anh Hoàng Sao đâu. Cầu nguyện, khả năng là cầu nguyện các bạn ạ. Tôi cũng nghĩ đến tình huống, đến cái trường hợp là cầu nguyện. Vâng, chấp nhận đánh đường xa của bi mục tiêu số 8. Con này có một cái đường cũng rất ổn đấy là đẩy. Nhưng nếu là... Vâng, quyết định là đẩy rồi. Một đường đẩy 2 băng và tất nhiên là nó về tự nhiên có bi mục tiêu số 9. Trường hợp đó thì nếu như mà các bạn nào mà quen cắm hơn thì hoàn toàn có thể cắm một băng ra và ăn chí lỗ góc. Nếu như mà bị sợ quá. Đây vòng bao nhiêu? Đây vòng 8 người anh em ạ. Tứ kết rồi. Rồi. 1-2. We know she's a much better player than she's showing us at the moment. Some more stats for you guys, and just a reminder that if you want to keep a track of the live stats, they're available on ProBilliardsSeries.com. Click on events, and then you will get the option for live stats. Click on that, and you can choose your match. Keep up to date. Also, find out what events are coming up. We mentioned Ho Chi Minh. We've got Bali. We've got the US. We've got a brand new one in San Antonio in Texas, the new Pro Billiards series. There's Chin Siming. There she is, look. Little bit camera shy. Come on, Siming, you're not that shy. The world titles you've won. You've been on camera plenty of times. Even with the different colour hair, we still spot you, Chen.
Amit was 100% on the break coming into this one, but nothing down here. Going with that cut break again. Kind of jams up the ball on top of the 10, and it has again. 4 definitely not available anywhere.
Thin off the 1. May even go into the 10 here. Oh no.
I actually didn't mind trying to run into them like you said, Mark.
Yeah, I thought that was an option.
Cover nicely here. Hit the 1-1 or 2 rails. Should be going for 2 rails. A little risky with the in off. Shot. Speed. Nice play from Amit there. Might have left the smallest right edge. She has, so we'll be able to create some distance here. No, kicking. Like kicking at these balls that are far away from the rail at high speed. Holds the line of the cue ball better.
Vâng, ván bàn này dự kiến là sẽ còn
Slower speed though.
rất giằng dài đấy nhá.
Yeah, like draw.
Ôi, chưa gỡ, nhưng mà gọi là cũng gỡ nhẹ một chút ở con bi số 5 trước đấy. Vâng, đang có tình huống 4 và 10 đang quá gần nhau. Nếu như mà thực hiện một tình huống gỡ 4-10 thì sẽ rất khó để khiển được bi số 2 về bi số 3 thuận lợi. Bởi vì bi số 2 và bi số 3 đang nằm ở hai đầu mặt bàn. Nào, làm gì đây?
Gets an angle around middle table. She can play the cue ball 1 rail back in the breakout position.
Chưa ngon đấy anh em nhé. Rubilen Amit chắc là thấy vẫn chưa ngon. Khiếp, đầu gậy kìa. Chỉ đâu vào đấy. Nào, góc này có gỡ được không các bạn ơi? Có gỡ được không? Nhưng mà theo tôi là con này vẫn là sẽ là một cú đánh với chủ đích là gỡ. Cái trường hợp xấu nhất là con trắng nó một băng nó lao thẳng vào chết cái lỗ góc kia thôi. Chứ còn con này thực ra là rất là lành nhá. Đấy là cứ đẩy đi rồi nó sẽ đi. Ui, được, vẫn đủ để nhìn mặt con bi số 4. Đó, cái lành ở đây tôi nói là như vậy. Nhưng mà con này cũng trông cũng mệt nhờ. Khi mà con bi cái nó cũng đi khá gần lỗ ở trong tình huống vừa xong. Vâng, như vậy là 4 cân.
Playing to the right. Have to run into the 9 somehow.
Well, that's a long way away.
I didn't like it, Mark. I mean, you know, even if she gets it going on the proper path of the pocket, I almost felt like there was a double kiss. Odd decision there from Amit.
We always expect such high standards, don't we, from these top players, Eric? And you know, you play the game, you know how difficult it is to play your best the whole time. And she just looks a little bit uneasy still for me. She's still not totally settled. Her position hasn't been great. Her thinking, I don't think, is as clear as normal. I think she could have tried to break out that 4 ball earlier than she did.
Yeah, and it's just a question of finding ways to gain back your confidence, and these players know that. That's how they get to the end of tournaments all the time. And as you were saying, you know, the game's tough. We're not trying to make it sound easy here or anything.
Vâng, và vẫn cứ là những cái kết quả có lợi, những cái diễn biến có lợi liên tiếp đến với cả Seo Seoa.
under the world if you do go 2 sets down. We've seen people come back from there before. It's not going to do her confidence any good, and if she does go 2 sets down, it's just going to be that more difficult.
3-1. Và đúng là cái hình vừa rồi thì cũng không giòn thật.
Seo Seoa in this second set in full control at the moment.
Rồi, ôi khá bất ngờ khi mà Rubilen Amit bị như thế này. Tất nhiên là Seo Seoa thì cũng không phải là một tay cơ mà là không biết chơi được. Nhưng mà tôi vẫn đang kỳ vọng hơn vào một cái màn trình diễn nhìn nó nhiều sức sống hơn của Rubilen Amit.
Been average on the break, 33% overall. Was 0 for 2 from the left side of the table at the beginning of the first set. Switched over to the right and had some more success.
Just wondering if that was Chia Chow having a sneaky look over while she's watching her sister. And Chow Che-yu 3-3 in the second set and a set up. Cheska now 3-0 up in the second set and a set up, so she's going well also. Margaret Fefilova a set down and 2-1 down to Amber Chen. All these games available for you guys. Tables 1, 2, 3 and 4. All the quarterfinals in action at the same time, of course. And the semi-finals coming up later on today, 5 p.m. Seoa breaking off. Ball in the side, Eric.
Yeah, switch back sides there and got one down this time. And she's ramped up the speed on the last couple breaks as well. So looking to find that break and run. This was a good start. No shot on the one though. She'd like to have the right side of the one to hide behind the 4. Doesn't have enough of it. 6-8 is in the way of getting behind the 3-5. So a little tough here for Seoa. Not quite sure what she's looking at there. That's a great shot. She didn't have any kind of high percentage save. So just went all in on the kind of a two-way bank shot from Seoa.
Big pocket here on the 2 in the side for the bank, but no real future getting to the 3 ball. So keeping it tight, needs this to run, and it hasn't.
It's going to be running into the 3 here. I think she just has to power up and fire at this one. Tough to control the 3 exactly. Good pot on the 2. She'll have first chance at safe here.
Oh, it
That's the
needs to
safety
run.
game we're used to seeing. Okay. Did leave the short rail though, Mark, as you're saying. If she would have ran a little further, kick would have been a lot tougher.
Yeah, it's the shot after this though that's important. Oh, it's
She
not
can
bad,
bury
is
the
it?
3 behind the 6-8. Yeah, it's going to be tough to get kind of enough left spin into this to get on top of the 6-8. Nicely played.
Maybe a chance of making this now. Coming to have a look.
Ồ, đang tính cho mình là một đường A một băng này. Có lẽ sẽ một cú A với lực nhẹ thôi. Ôi, có chút áp phê đấy các bạn nhé. Ô, vọt luôn. Trời ơi. Khá đáng tiếc. Nhìn con này cũng chưa ngon lắm anh em ạ. Chưa ngon lắm đâu, khả năng vẫn sẽ phải thủ tiếp đến từ Rubilen. Đặt bi gần quá đẩy cu lê sợ không ra được. Vâng, lại phải thủ.
Starting with the cue ball that close to the 3, so Mick gonna just go for a second foul here. I still like going to the short side of the 3. I'm trying to pocket it directly across.
A similar shot. It's going to end up soon where she's going to have a chance at making this.
Rồi, con này thì
Can she go with enough right
ha
spin or
ha.
almost a massage?
Các bạn hãy cùng nghĩ với tôi nhé.
She can. It's the best shot here.
Chance of making it as well off the 8 ball. Don't be surprised if this goes in, guys.
Rồi, đánh bằng áp phê. Rồi, tốt rồi.
Good hit.
Như vậy là cũng đã không mắc lỗi nữa. Bi này nhá, bi này anh em cũng phải để ý một chút là nếu như mà muốn điều được từ 4 ra 5, vâng. Cái gì đấy? Sẽ đánh ra đấy nhỉ? Hai băng ra đấy thì sẽ căn lực rất là chuẩn đấy ạ. Úi giời ơi. Ôi trời ơi, xấu thế. Tôi vẫn hy vọng là Rubilen Amit có thể có những cái đường cơ nó sức sống hơn rất nhiều. Trời ơi, người chị nhỏ quá. Ôi rồi, thậm chí ôi chị đánh trượt luôn kìa. Ơ kìa. Ơ kìa. Vâng ạ, người nhỏ quá các bạn ơi. Thông cảm anh em ạ. Cái này thì thế cho nên là nếu xét ở trong thể thao thì cao hơn, nhanh hơn, xa hơn nó vẫn là những cái yếu tố nó rất quan trọng ở trong thể thao. Đây ví dụ như Seo Seoa này là người khá dài, cộng thêm việc đi cái đôi Air Force này nữa. Air Force này thông thường những cái tay cơ mà người hơi thấp một chút á thì họ cũng sẽ đi cái giày độn đế. Ví dụ như là Johan Chua là anh ấy đi giày, tôi nghĩ là anh ấy có đi giày độn đế. Cái thời điểm mà đứng cùng anh ấy vào Hà Nội Open năm 2024 với cả năm 2022 khi mà anh ấy đến Việt Nam tham dự SEA Games là tôi thấy chiều cao đã khác hẳn nhau.
So getting through nicely here. One more positional shot from the 9 of the 10.
I think she just has a slight angle going to the right, just slightly, or the left rather, as she looks.
Shot there.
Well, another solid set for Seo Seoa.
Thôi, thế là 2-0 rồi anh em.
She's made some mistakes. Rubilen
Chị
made
Amit
more,
vẫn đang tạm thời
but you still have
chưa có
to
dấu hiệu
take
tỉnh lại
advantage
anh em nhé.
of these opportunities when they
Nhưng mà
come.
với Rubilen Amit thì
But how nice is
thì
that?
tôi nghĩ là tỷ lệ mà ra được cái set 5 ấy nó vẫn sẽ cao hơn những cái tay cơ khác nếu mà vào cái tình huống như thời điểm hiện tại. Sinh ra ở Philippines đã từng là nhà vô địch thế giới, bản lĩnh chắc chắn là cao rồi.
Two sets down. We'll be back with set number 3 in a couple of minutes time. See you soon, guys. Welcome back, guys, to the 2026 Banca del Fucino Women's WPA World Temple Championships live from Rome.
Rồi anh em. Đây là Billiards màu mới anh em ơi. Cái màu này tên là cái gì ấy nhỉ? Quên mất rồi. Bị cái.
Nothing offensive for Amit. She can play behind the two here.
Rồi,
Good speed.
thành công.
Fives block the short rail. Does have the right long rail.
Seo Seoa vẫn đang có thể nhìn thấy được một cái đường A băng. Băng dài bên phải và chạm với 1. Con này thực ra A được trúng thôi đã khó rồi. Vâng, chỉ cái lỗ vừa xong chắc cho có thôi. Với cả dù sao thì nếu mà đủ lực để gạt 1 đi vào băng dài rồi trôi về phía gần con 5 là cũng khá ổn. Đó. Kiểu như vậy. Và một tình huống thực hiện như vậy là quá tốt đến từ Seo Seoa rồi. Khó mà có thể hy vọng vào một cái tình huống xử lý tốt hơn. Chính xác rồi, Seo Seoa có thể nói là tiến bộ nhanh nhất trong những năm gần lại đây so với các vận động viên nữ. Chính xác.
It's produced an opportunity.
Decently open table, has to avoid the 4 and 10 coming back towards the 2. Playing into the angle of position on the 2. Nice and close to it. Wants to be able to draw straight back here. Too much angle though. Stun to the short side.
Problem so far has been she hasn't got off to a good start in the first 2 sets. There's a chance to put that right this time. To rail position to the 5, zigzag. This is better, Eric.
Khi mà chúng ta đang thấy rằng đây là thực ra là Seo Seoa đã thắng được 8 ván trong khi Rubilen Amit chỉ thắng được có 3 thôi. Và nếu như thắng ván này thì cô sẽ gọi là đi được một nửa quãng đường. Nhưng tất nhiên là cái sự liên quan của những cái ván cô thắng thì nó sẽ không liên quan đến nhau bởi vì nó nằm ở các set thi đấu khác nhau. Ví dụ như là những cái tay cơ nữ như là Cheska Seteno chẳng hạn. Đó thì mình sẽ không thích bằng những cái người như là Rubilen Amit hay là Chu Chae-yu. Hoặc là Wei Zhi-chiên. Hoặc là những tay cơ ở bên Trung Quốc. Đối với góc nhìn của mình thì Ao Trần Trị là một người là một cơ thủ nhiều kiến thức. Nhưng mà để mà nói về, nhưng mà đánh nhìn mình thế, theo mình là hơi tù, nhìn chân tay nhìn hơi cứng quá. Tất nhiên là họ vẫn có thành tựu nhé, họ có kiến thức về bộ môn rất đỉnh luôn nữa, cái đấy thì mình không có phủ nhận được. Nhưng mà để mà thích hay là đánh giá cao thì mình sẽ thích những cái cơ thủ khác hơn. Ví dụ như là Rubilen Amit này là mình rất là thích, đánh nhìn nó có khoa học, nó có nhịp. Mặc dù là từ đầu trận đấu đến giờ thì Rubilen Amit đánh hơi chán nhá, nhìn hơi thiếu sức sống một tí. Nói là bia của những cái tay cơ như này, theo mình nhìn nó khoa học hơn.
Yeah, flawless, wasn't she, all the way up to this 10 ball. Good shot, good out. Good stuff, Rubilen.
Rồi, 1-0 của set thiếu thứ 3.
That all came from a really good safety shot she played on the one. So something for Seo Seoa to think about.
Amit's break success still up at 75%. So she can feel confident in how she's breaking so far.
Cheska has gone 2 sets up. Chao Che-yu 2 sets up. Margaret Fefilova has pulled.
Bên kia có khi Liu Shasha khi bất tỉnh anh em ạ. Thua 4-0 và 4-3 trong 2 set đầu tiên rồi. Set thứ 3 đã bị dẫn 1-0. Có khi nào là bất tỉnh không?
Fefilova was the only one that I predicted that was trailing, but back on level terms now.
Yeah, Tim Dadaita went for Margaret Fefilova as well. Had a great win against Jasmine yesterday. 3 sets to 1. 4 hours 20 minute grind that one. Ball.
Đi, 9 ơi, rơi đi. Rồi. Cho chị còn có cái mà bắn cái. Ngồi từ nãy giờ Rubilen Amit nhìn tiêu lắm. Cho có bi bắn cái. Đẹp nhờ, cái áo đẹp nhờ. Cái màu đỏ mà nó thẫm thẫm xong rồi tối tối như này nhìn cũng thích cơ. Và đến đây thì tôi cũng đặt thử một vấn đề, thì không nhờ các quý vị khán giả góp ý nhé. Ví dụ như là làm một cái áo liên quan đến Việt Nam này chẳng hạn, thì có được đổi sang cái màu đỏ thẫm thẫm này không? Bởi vì quốc kỳ Việt Nam thì màu đỏ này nó sẽ tươi hơn cái áo của Rubilen Amit một chút. Hoặc có thể ở lúc đấy là chỉnh cái tông màu vàng cũng của ngôi sao vàng cũng thẫm luôn. Rồi, con đấy thì cũng không trách được Seo Seoa các bạn nhé. Còn bao nhiêu đường ở con B1 đấy là đánh hết rồi. Nó chỉ còn một ly thôi, cho nên là ra được như thế này thì cũng gọi là tạm chấp nhận. Rubilen Amit đã muốn dọn hết nha anh em nhé. Đang ra nhìn má để đánh 1 xong ra 2 và đánh 2 ăn 2 và va 4. 3 thì kia chém xa như nào cũng chơi. Úi dồi ôi, điều ra hẳn đường này luôn. Nhưng mà rất là đen này cho cô là bây giờ va chạm nhẹ với con 6 và làm mất đường con 5. Thôi con 5 đấy để đấy, ăn hết mấy bi kia rồi thủ tiếp cũng được.
open the 5 up.
Five
Still a
may
little
still
tricky
go,
on-
Eric.
It's possible, yeah. We had one that didn't look like it went in the first set, and
Yeah,
definitely did.
I was just going to say the same thing. Here goes house number 2.
Good shot. That wasn't easy. Played it as good as she could there. Well, she has the angle to go into it if she wants. Looks like she will be.
I think she could be playing short side on this, you know.
Yeah, it does go to the top left.
Ui giời ôi. Vâng, tôi thề với anh em là nếu mà Rubilen Amit mà nói tiếng Việt thì cũng nói những cái lời mà tôi vừa nói. Thế chúng ta vừa thấy cái gương mặt của Rubilen Amit. Đùa, thần Bia kìa. Thần Bia vừa rồi thì không ở bên cạnh Rubilen Amit. Một chút nữa thôi.
Yeah, it was the 2 ball, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Ui. Ui.
Oh, almost kicked
Very
it in again.
close.
Cũng tí được đấy anh em ơi, tí được đấy. Không phải chuyện đùa đâu, tí được đấy.
Looks like the 5 passes the 10. Cue ball be running to the right of the 6. Might be thinking a little more 2 ways here. Playing the 6 into the top left.
Rồi, được.
Chili part worked out.
Con này còn đảo cá phê lại để chạm 5 á. Ui rồi ôi, á phê nó cuộn rất nhanh các bạn ạ. Con đấy thì phải siêu tinh tế về cái góc chạm ở thành băng ngắn. Bởi vì ví dụ như vừa rồi các bạn thấy nhá, bởi vì nó bị gần vuông góc quá. Thế cho nên là nó cắm thẳng á phê, nó chạy thẳng một phát về luôn. Mà nếu như lại nhích sang và giảm bớt cái độ vuông góc đi nhá, thì nó lại ra một cái tư thế khác. Thế cho nên là con đấy phải rất là đúng ở trên cái thành băng ngắn.
Nicely played. Gonna be stuck on the rail a little bit on the 10, but she's okay here.
I think she's just got a slight angle, Eric.
Yeah. Off enough that the cueing's comfortable.
Rubilen Amit not ready to admit defeat just yet. We know she's a fighter. That's why she's a two-time 10-ball world champion. Over on table one, Zhao Che-yu at the table, 2 sets up and 2-0 up in the third set. So Xia Liu, who beat Chen Ximing yesterday in straight sets, in danger of losing her quarterfinal in straight sets.
Yeah, she struggled a little bit in the doubles match that we did yesterday, Mark, to the point where her and Christina were in big danger of losing that match, mostly from misses from Cho. But she's found it today.
I think I saw her miss 3 balls yesterday. I think I heard you comment that she'd missed 3 balls.
In one set, like easy ones too.
World champion, though, knows how to come back.
Good power from Amit. Nothing down, though. It's going to slow down her momentum. She's played well in the first 2 games of this third set. So we'll have to make a comeback here.
2 goes in the side, Eric. First thing I noticed.
I think the 3 passes the 8 as well. So going to be wanting to be straight on the 2 here. The Langle going to the left will be okay as well. Little in between both. Looks like she can punch out of it to the left. Doesn't want to clip the 6 on the way through. Should be straight enough to get into the 7. Through them both is perfect. Shot. Tough part of the rack done here for Seoa.
Rồi ôi, lực. Lực ơi là lực.
Just very consistent overall, Mark. Not flashy or anything, but just doesn't make any easy mistakes.
Yeah, I was just going to kind of say something similar. She's just kind of sat out the last 2 racks, but she keeps stuff so simple.
Tôi không đồng ý với cách lấy má 9 thế này nha anh em nhé.
Second to none as well. She's just capable of playing great stuff. It seems whatever she wants.
Rồi, và quá đẹp.
A little bit of a warning that Rubilen gave her in those last 2 racks. So she said, right, okay, I've got to step it up again because
1-2. Seo Seoa gỡ được một ván ở rack thi đấu thứ 3 này.
Now, Eric, I'm sure you do, as most people, we love a shopping mall. And believe it or not, while we think of malls as kind of a modern invention, Emperor Tajan built a massive multi-level complex between 107 and 110 AD. The market featured hundreds of offices and retail stores selling groceries, clothes, and spices. So the first ever shopping mall dates back to 107 AD. Incredible. I bet there were no escalators though.
9. Đây rồi. Lại vẫn có quyền chủ động dành cho Seo Seoa ở trong rack thi đấu thứ tư. Và hãy cùng xem một chút là bi số 2 bây giờ sẽ còn phải chiến đấu rất nhiều. Sẽ còn phải chiến đấu rất nhiều ở con bi mục tiêu số 2. Gì đây? Chạy ra sau đi 8 à? Vâng, một cú roll rất nhẹ thế này sẽ là một pha. Ôi rồi, ôi. Một tính toán lại không tốt của Seo Seoa rồi.
Doesn't look like it. She's thinking about the side. Between the 6-7. Yeah, she's just a little off with the cue ball control, Mark. That was a tough one, but got to the point where she's blocked here. Rochelle Onfroy in the crowd. A shot of Linnea Hjelmerström. About a minute back to the best young players from Europe.
Yeah, Rochelle had an excellent European Youth Championships just recently. Picked up a gold and a silver. Young talent from France.
Tôi cũng đang phải nghiêng đầu để xem là tình huống này sẽ nhảy vào đâu đây để trốn được con bi trắng đi. Vâng, không trốn được rồi anh em ơi. Không trốn được rồi cả nhà ơi.
Yeah, opportunity to watch top of the two top women, or two of the top women in the sport right now. Rubilen's been there so
Vâng, như vậy là không quyết định tấn công ở B2 mà đưa ra phương án thủ.
Top class pool, which, well, when you're 15, 16 years old, Eric, is a good sign, isn't it? You know, you've got a long career ahead of you.
Vâng, một cái lực rất tinh tế. Đúng rồi, Rubilen Amit thì cũng đã lớn tuổi rồi, nhưng mà phong độ xuống thì chắc là giải này xuống thôi. Mà thực ra là cũng vào đến tứ kết rồi còn gì nữa anh em. Một cơ thủ mà vào được đến tứ kết là cũng đã là tính là ok tại một giải đấu rồi. Chứ có phải là bị loại từ vòng 3-2 hay là vòng loại các thứ gì đâu. Vào được đến vòng này cũng đã là vui lắm rồi. Nào, có chơi không? Còn Rubilen Amit lớn tuổi thì đấy là thật à? Cô sinh năm 80, 81 gì đó cơ. Còn hơn cả tuổi Biado. Rồi, vâng, công con bi vừa xong là quyết định tất nhiên là chính xác rồi.
She's gonna have to go around the 10 here.
Yeah, this is a lovely shot to let the stroke out, isn't it, this one? Beautiful. Mind the 8 ball. Oh.
Could have been disaster there, but it's turned out perfect.
I think if Rubilen had played that shot, she would have been stuck hard behind the 8 ball, the way it's been going for her today.
opening up strong in the third set, but Seoa coming back just as strong. And the pressure is going to be back on Rubilen here if Seoa is able to get through these last three.
Incredibly, Seoa lost her opening match to Mighty Reparo from Spain 2-1, and then beat Sylvia Gaudino, Anna Grodisnik, Han Yu, Wei Chu Chen, and Sophia Mast in the last 16. So she's had a long way round, Eric. She's worked for it.
Yeah, those are two tough matches on the loser side. Su Chen and Yu, a couple of the pre-tournament favorites.
Right, back in this now. 2-2. Rubilen's route to the quarterfinal. Germany's in a cap plan.
Vâng, như vậy là có điểm số thứ hai, quân bình tỷ số tại set thi đấu thứ ba. Hai đều. Còn về tỷ số set thì tất nhiên rồi, Seo Seoa đang dẫn với tỷ số là 2-0. Phía bên này Chu Chae-yu thì trông mạnh lắm. Nếu như cả hai trận này cùng kết thúc với tỷ số 3-0 thì đối với tôi đấy là một sự bất ngờ. Liu Shasha chắc chắn là không phải là đánh kém rồi. Amit thì càng không luôn.
The semi-finals coming up later on today, 5 p.m. We'll let you know if she successfully made the 8, 9 and the 10. Back to this one. So trying to make the 1 in the side. Make the 9. Oh, the 9 got kicked by the 5.
Yeah, 9 was in there. Kicked out last second. One of the first pushes of the match we've seen. Could be the first one, oddly, Mark. Don't remember many others.
I think there was one because I remember having a discussion with you about it. About why would you push there? I think it was, hello there, guys. We love you too. We love all you Paul fans.
Yeah, there's been no break-in runs, but not many pushes either. Just either not making a ball or not getting a shot on the 1. I don't mind giving this back. There's a lot of coverage on the left side of the table, but just a little tough to get the cue ball in line with those balls.
She already called the top left. Obviously playing safety, but just an insurance call. Oh, she's gone for it. She did call it.
Yeah, I think she was trying to play safe there and just caught a little swerve to the point where she caught it real thin. Rack's a little jammed up. Position from the 2 to the 3 is going to be tough. Not good here. Following angle's going too wide. She can follow to the right of the 6 and take a long cut on the 3, and that's what she's taking a look at now. too tough. Oh, doesn't want the
Doesn't
two
want
to
to
go
make
in.
it. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, that kind of sums up her day up to now.
Yeah, not the first time she's made a ball unwantingly.
Yeah, I remember the 7 earlier on, Eric, in this bottom left-hand corner as we look very early on.
So was on high alert here, hoping for a shot. Just gonna have a look at it. See if the cue ball's playing into the 6-10. She can play it in the corner if she's worried about the angle coming off on the side.
Chance to get on the double hill here.
Shot.
Silky smooth. Seo Seoa. Moves around the table with the grace of a ballerina. And at the moment, potting the majority of balls in this arena.
Seven passes the 9. She'll be looking to get anywhere near straight and have a follow play onto the 8th.
Oh, risking
Doesn't
going.
have to go to the in. Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah, I
have
was
to go to
gonna
the
say.
inside of it here. Can just roll up, take the angle. A little surprise there. Nothing wrong
Me
with taking a
too.
little more angle and just having the cue ball come across, but she's still fine.
Looks like she's drawing Eric to play the 9 into the same pocket.
It's a bit of an odd pattern, but who are we to
Vâng,
argue, Mark?
và quyền chủ động lại quay trở lại Seo Seoa khi cô đang có cơ hội để lên đến điểm hưu coi như là của toàn bộ trận đấu này. Lên điểm hưu của trận đấu này lần thứ nhất. Tại sao lại nói là lần thứ nhất? Bởi vì rất có thể là cô sẽ thua set này và thắng và dẫn 3-2 tại set sau. Thì nó cũng coi như là điểm hưu lần thứ 2, nhưng mà trước tiên là cứ điểm hưu lần thứ nhất đã. Rồi, 3-2.
But she does look just a little bit out of it mentally at the moment. Maybe saying a few prayers. But this young lady, you just cannot argue with the talent, with the hard work, the dedication, the long, long hours that these players put in on the practice table when no one's watching. Just one other South Korean here was Narin, I believe. She's carrying the weight of the country on her shoulders.
So coming in at a 777 player overall performance. Amit back up to 775. standout one for me is the safety efficiency from Seoa. It's down at 33%. Probably just hasn't played that many, but still. Cut break this time.
Nào, con một.
Was who I was thinking of.
Hình như là vẫn sẽ có riêng đường con một này, được không? Chính xác rồi, vẫn có riêng đường con một này để lại cho Rubilen Amit.
There's a chance.
Nào để xem nào. Ván bàn này. Rồi, 3 4 5.
Between the 6, 7 here.
3 4 5 theo tôi sẽ là cái cụm
Feels like
bi
she's forced to run into the 2.
khá khó. 3 4 5 6. Cụm bi khá khó. Vâng, căn được vào đầu con 2 khá là đúng với tính toán. Đúng rồi, Seo Seoa là gậy đánh gen Q nhưng mà vẫn nhận tài trợ gậy phá và gậy nhảy của Predator. Vẫn sẽ có những trường hợp rất đặc biệt các bạn ạ. Một trường hợp nữa đó là Fu Xiaofang, cũng là gen Q và Predator. Khi mà bạn tài năng thì luôn luôn có những quyền lợi khác biệt dành cho bạn. Úi giời ơi, chị thủ con bi lực quá tốt.
She's left the jump at worst here. 5 ball's pretty close to the 2. Being on the rail will help her elevate.
How about this, Eric? Stop the cue ball dead from the 2. Leave yourself on the 3.
It's possible.
This is a show real opportunity. Not this time. Foul, hitting the 8 ball. That's a low reel, not a show reel.
Like Amit was considering 3 fouls for half a second. Must just not be able to get any angle going to the right off the 2, playing it in the most obvious pocket. Four to the 5. Has to be played well. Too much angle mark.
Cái gì đây? Trận đấu còn lại đang có những cái phân trần gì đấy?
We're seeing this at the moment. Chao Che-yu on the double hill. Not quite sure what's going on there. Something's happened. I'll try and find out and let you know, guys. Looks like she's 3 balls away, though, from a place in the final.
Look out. I think she's behind the 7.
Putting lots of right hand spin on it.
Well, another failed attempt at a run out from Amit. That was a tough one. But kind of failed in one of the easier shots of the whole progression there. Safes aren't easy here for Seoa. Looking to create something to win this match here.
Looking to use the 8 ball to hold the cue ball.
Vâng, một cú thủ kiểu snooker nhưng không thành công.
It's a chance for Rubilen.
Con 8 văng ra rồi văng lại.
That was a good idea there, but
À, hình này về 7 vẫn khoai anh em ơi. Hình này về 7 có khi vẫn phải ghép một con 10.
strong straight back.
Vẫn phải qua bước ghép 10 rồi mới tính được tiếp. Con này mà có đẩy đường đẩy cu lê 2 băng ở ra 7 lỗ góc bên trái thì không có gì phải nói rồi. Nhưng mà cắm về thì sẽ là một cái đường phải điều ra bi số 10. Điều ra để ghép được bi số 10. Ui dồi ôi, tay sao tốt vậy. Ui dồi. Vâng, tay hơi tốt quá. Có lẽ con này cân. Có cân không? Không. Vẫn muốn giữ lại cho mình cái trận đấu này. Như vậy sẽ là một cái quyết định hoặc cắt lỗ giữa. Cắt lỗ giữa trông cũng an toàn đấy chứ. Không, như vậy thủ bi rồi. Và con này vẫn nhảy được. Nhảy thôi. Khoảng cách giữa con cái và con 10 khá xa. 7 thì cũng khá rộng đấy. Hơi mỏng thôi, hơi mỏng một tí thôi. Nhưng mà để mà nhìn được vào má ăn là còn tương đối rộng. Bởi vì 7 nó không bị gần băng mà. Anh em có nghĩ con này nhảy chết luôn không? Không, như vậy là không chết. Rồi, 3 đều rồi. Hình này thì còn gì nữa, hình này làm gì có ly điều lỗi. Hình này có khi anh em vào đánh lung tung có khi cũng hết. 4 con bi gọi là giải rác ở trên mặt bàn. Nào, đừng có côn băng, đừng có côn băng. Rồi.
First hill of the first 3 sets. Just a little straight, but close to the pocket. She'll be able to cheat certain parts of it to develop some angle.
Power draw. Got a lot of spin on that, Eric. Lots of left-hand spin, twisting the cue ball up table. We're right behind this, right in the center of the pocket, staying alive. Seo Seoa
Wonder if they
winning that rack, so she's now 3-2 in the third set. Saved 1 match point. Go ahead, Eric.
Yeah, I was just going to say, well, I was wondering if there's any resolution over on table 2 or table 1, pardon me.
Yeah, not sure exactly what happened, but Seo Seoa did take that rack. Cheska Centeno on the double hill as well, 2 sets up, but 3-3 with Chihiro Kawahara. Margaret Fefilova on the hill, 3-2 against Amber Chen. They're 1 set each there, so it looks like Margaret with a chance to go 2-1 up in that one. Rubilen on the comeback, saved 1 match point, needs another one here.
Cut break again from Amit. Nothing offensive for Seoa. Lots of blockers on the table here. Can try to get the cue ball behind the 5-8.
Well, she does have a bank, Eric, doesn't she?
Yeah, just worried about how the two's. Yeah, just worry about how the two's playing past the 6.
I think she's going to have to play the 2-6 combo.
Well, taking a shot at the win here.
Not sure if I heard 6 ball or 2 ball there. Maybe playing the 2 off the back of the 6. Yeah, she tried, and she's going to get lucky, Eric.
Yeah, ambitious try there. Came up with a roll here at a big time. If Amit has the right side, she'll be able to defend a bit. Short on the pace. And a tough one for Seoa on the side now, but she'll be going here. Unfortunate part for Seoa here is that she has to draw at it and play with a little more speed. So might be just playing the cue ball behind the 3.
Hey.
3, but ended up behind the 9.
Rồi, Chu Chae-yu bên này chắc là ghi tên mình vào bán kết thôi. Vâng, không khác được anh em ạ. 3-0 với Liu Shasha. Còn phía bên này thôi, quay trở lại chính với phía này đi.
Yeah, 3-0 winner over Shasha Liu, who yesterday knocked out Chen.
Đó.
3-0.
Đây chính là điều mà tôi muốn nói, đấy là vừa rồi là một cú băng mà rất dễ để ra thủ. Rất dễ để ra thủ dành cho Rubilen Amit. Thế cho nên là vừa rồi kể cả có đuôi tôi cũng không đánh giá cao cái con bi của Seo Seoa. Mặc dù là trông là tốt rồi nhá. Có cái gì đây? Nhảy vào mắm mỏng. Thông thường là những cái con bi nhảy nó sẽ có cái hiệu ứng mà nhảy chồm một cái vào đầu con 2, cho nên là nhảy nếu mà muốn mỏng thì phải là rất là mỏng cơ, bởi vì nó còn có cái độ chồm lên nữa. Vâng, vẫn có bi rơi vào lỗ đấy nhưng lại là con 10. Úi giời ơi, con 10 nằm ở vị trí kia kìa. Ơi, run nha. Thông thường ấy là cái luật của Predator thì họ sẽ yêu cầu là đặt ngửa cái số 10 ở lên phía trên, hoặc là cái mặt con báo này cũng được, miễn là ngửa cái con đấy lên phía trên. Nhưng mà với những cái tình huống mà khó khăn như này thì cũng rất khó để yêu cầu trọng tài của chúng ta có thể làm nó cực đúng được. Ui xôi, ôi vâng, và lại ép cho Seo Seoa phải nhảy. Seo Seoa con này có thể A2 băng, nhưng mà tôi nghĩ con này nhảy rất ok. Rất ok anh em nhé. Con này nhảy có thể hoàn toàn thể chủ động nhảy vào dư mỏng. Hoặc dày cũng được. Để cho con cái nói chung là nó đập một băng và nó lao vào cái khe 8-9. Còn con 2 miễn là nó không bị trồi lên vào cái lỗ giữa thôi. Còn lại như nào cũng được. Con này nhảy rất hợp lý.
Got this one. And she's on the 3.
What a shot from Seo Seoa. Could that be the shot that puts her in to the semi-final? You said, Eric, one's got to go in sooner or later. Didn't take too long later. prime position.
Ideally wanted an angle here where she could get down to the short rail in the 6. Doesn't quite have that. Still lots of options to get back from the 6 to the 7.
Đây, và cơ hội cắt tiết. Seo Seoa này là được ấy đấy anh em, vừa vô địch thế giới vừa qua đấy.
Low right. Side rail into the angle on the 8, on the 7 rather. Slow up cue ball. It's perfect. Four shots away, Eric.
Yeah, stop position from the 8 to the 9. Just played well overall. Took advantage of some mistakes from Rubilen.
Đây, cơ hội cắt tiết đây.
Well, if she can run out here, she will be playing either Cheska Centeno or Chihiro Kawahara. They are 3-3 in their third set. Cheska leading by 2 sets to 0. And she's perfect on this 9 ball. I think it's fair to say Rubilen just didn't get going today. She's had a bad day at the office. But this young lady...
Rồi, cuối cùng thì cũng đã đến con 10 cuối cùng của trận đấu này.
It's not the best performance we've ever seen from her, but she is going to be.
Vâng, và như vậy là thêm một trận đấu tứ kết nữa kết thúc với tỷ số 3-0. Vâng, và chào tạm biệt chị Amit thôi các bạn ạ. Seo Seoa trong trận đấu này đánh cực kỳ xuất sắc và Amit cũng đánh cũng dở nữa.
Co-host Eric Hallofsson. Thank you so much for your company. Thanks for all your wise words, Eric. This has been Mark White along with Eric Hallofsson. Don't forget semi-finals coming up 5 p.m. today.
Vâng, và cảm ơn anh em rất nhiều nhé vì đã cùng đồng hành. Trước khi rời đi đừng quên để lại cho chúng tôi một follow. Và hẹn gặp lại các bạn vào lúc 22 giờ ngày hôm nay.